Hey, my dark darlings. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to tell you about one of our sponsors, without whom this entire show would not be possible. The new year is here, my dark darlings. Y'all already know that I love being thrifty when it comes to my clothing. With my new year, I'm starting fresh, and that means going through my closet and replacing stuff I no longer wear. ThredUp, the world's largest online thrift store, makes it so easy to sell my clothes and get amazing clothes for up to 90% off retail value. For instance, I got this Kenneth Cole blouse that I'm wearing right now from ThredUp. Normally $89, I got it for $16.99. I love the color, the condition, so instead of spending hours looking over store racks, I customized my search on ThredUp by the brand and my size, and I bought this while laying on my couch. It's that easy. Shopping sustainably in the new year just got a whole lot easier and more affordable with ThredUp. ThredUp is the largest online thrift store with your favorite brands like Vince, Everlane, Madewell, and more than 90% off estimated retail. Get an exclusive offer of an extra 30% off your first order when you go to thredup.com/SS. That's thredup.com/SS for 30% off your first order today. Terms apply. Did you know these video episodes tell just one of the fan-submitted stories that we adapt for the podcast every week? The chills and spills continue on the Something Scary podcast. Hear the rest for free on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Hey, I'm Markeia. Want to hear something scary? Haunted VR. January is a time to make resolutions. Many of us work on goals like health, travel, and breaking bad habits. In some cases, people work on facing their fears. In this tale inspired by Olivia, embracing technology is tricky for a sheltered young woman. Is she right to distrust the eyes and modern hardware that echoes her deepest fears? The car crash replays in my head all the time. The onboard computer fritzing out, the screech of brakes locking, the terror in my parents' voices. Mom and Dad were gone forever, and I was the only survivor. They said it was a freak accident, but my grandparents didn't accept that. They never trusted technology again. They seemed to believe something insidious was lurking behind those screens, plotting, calculating, just waiting to sink its claws into me, like it did my parents. My grandparents raised me to be afraid of computers, cell phones, all smart electronics. We only had landlines, old TVs. It was as if I was raised in the 70s. But I was a 21st century kid. I needed a phone to fit in with my friends and text my crush without my grandparents listening in. I begged for one until they finally agreed. But my adjustment to life with a phone wasn't going smoothly. I felt less weird around my friends, but guilt from my upbringing would find ways to seep in. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, I would hear whispers coming from my phone. Did I leave music playing? And when I'd pick it up, sounds exploded out of it. Nails scratching wood, branches snapping, a girl falling off a cliff. Her scream sounded kind of like mine. My mind was playing tricks on me, and my friends thought I was crazy. They said my imagination would be the death of me. But Kate, my best friend, wanted to help me get over my fear. So the week before school started, she surprised me with a trip to a virtual reality pop-up at the mall. You can imagine my hesitation, but Kate was just trying to help. The idea of cutting myself off from the real world was horrifying, but this simulation was for a peaceful walk on a beach, a mountain, a field, or a forest at night. Drifting through the digital darkness of a forest gave me the creeps. So the sunlight and the beach it was. The VR flickered to life, and there I was, transported to a beach. Turning my head, I could see crystal clear water, the sound of seagulls, gentle waves. It wasn't real, I reminded myself, but it's like I could feel the warm sun on my face. This was actually nice. Maybe not all technology was bad. But then, everything went black. The beach was gone. What happened? I asked, panicking to no response, and then the sounds of nails on wood, branches snapping, and a scream. But where was it coming from? The VR world flickered back to life. I was in the middle of a digital forest, full of fog and shadows. A dense wind spiraled around me. Reaching for my headset, I knew I was not supposed to be here. Then, something moved out of the corner of my eye. A cloaked figure in the trees. Another, then another, until they were all around me, slipping in and out of the darkness as if they were made out of it. Their claws scratching the trees, branches breaking under their feet. This wasn't some virtual reality trick. This was real. And there was only one thing to do: run. I weaved through the trees as the figures desperately clawed after me. Then, something stopped me. In the real world, I had hit a wall. A figure grabbed my shoulder and scratched. The pain was real, but there was no way the scratch was, right? Kate's voice drifted in and out from the mall, which seemed so far away. I could hear the worry in her voice. "Why is she bleeding?" I heard her say. Scrambling along blindly, I tried to escape, racing towards the clearing and right to the edge of a cliff. I was trapped, nowhere to go. This couldn't actually be real. The figures swarmed me, squeezing the air out of my lungs, and then I was pushed off the cliff. The whole world just dropped. "What's happening?" Kate screamed. My body must have crumbled to the ground in the real world, but in the VR, I was still falling. Kate's voice was getting further and further away. "She isn't breathing. Someone do something." I screamed like I have never screamed before, but she didn't hear it. No one could, but I had heard it before. Somehow, it was the same scream that exploded from my phone and woke me up all those nights. It was my voice all along. Whatever got my parents had finally found me. The ground appeared out of nowhere and everything went black. And now I'm here in the forest. One of them, the figures that hunted me. And now we lurk on the other side of the screen in the vast expanse of the digital world, hungry and on the hunt for lost souls to drag through these woods. Thank you to all of our patrons. While we do run a limited amount of ads, the show would not be possible without your support. If you want to keep these videos coming, please visit patreon.com/snarled. Want more Something Scary? You can hear more stories over on the Something Scary podcast, available for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. The links are in the description below. If you'd like to submit a story, send me an email at somethingscary@snarled.com. Like and share this video if it gave you the chills. And don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and turn on the bell for notifications. And if you dare, follow me on social media. Until next time, my dark darlings, sweet dreams.